Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today. Today's video is going to be my weekly reviews for February 17. Got a few movies here to talk about. I did a lot better than last week where I only watched like one movie out of my collection, but yeah, so I'll just get straight into it. And the first one, because I've had this for about over a year, and given that this past week, past Thursday was Valentine's Day, I thought I'd finally watch it, and that of course is Valentine's Day. You know, it was, I mean, nothing special, but it was a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. I think because it's like one of those compilation, like not compilation, but where you've got all these different actors and they've all got different stories and they all intertwine, basically. I think out of all of them, Anne Hathaway was my favourite out of this movie. I really liked her character, but also because this movie obviously has Taylor Swift in it, and watching her in this just made me so glad that she was not cast as Stephanie in Les Mis, because she was probably the least, like, the worst thing I liked about this, like the worst part about this movie, I think. Yeah, she just annoyed me in general, but yeah, it was just you know, basic romantic, you know, mushy storyline. So yeah, but I watched it, and actually a bit random, but I do actually like the pink case for this, like, instead of the blue, it's blue, like Blu-ray, it's a pink grey. So but yeah, as I said, it was decent, but nothing, you know, too spectacular. So yeah, that's and before I forget, Emma Roberts was in this movie, and she was also in 4321, which came out, these are both 2010 movies. I preferred her in this. I think like, I liked her in this than in the other, like 4321. Yeah, it's just I know they look, you know, completely different movies, but I think she did a better job in this movie than in the other one. So but yeah, that's Valentine's Day. Then I watched Knowing with Nicolas Cage. Now it's you know, a sci-fi thriller, because it's basically what happened was there were, like, the kid, the school where his son's, like his character's son's at, like, elementary school. They unearthed a time capsule that was put in the ground 50 years before, and in that time capsule are a set of numbers that, after, like, looking into it deeper, realized they were forewarning, like, attacks. Like, it predicted all these major disasters and how many people were actually going to, like, who were actually killed. And then it, when he researched it, it turned out the numbers were accurate, and he's trying to, like, the numbers didn't get finished, and so he's got, and there's like this big there's going to be another attack, and he doesn't know where or when, like he knows it'll be soon, but he's got to find the rest of the numbers. And I was actually enjoying this movie up until the last half hour. I thought it was just anticlimactic with the way it ended, because I watched it and then I was like, that was it. You had all this big hype, and then yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the ending, but I was enjoying the movie, like, for the most part. So yeah, Knowing. And then West Side Story, you know, a modern telling of Romeo and Juliet, like, set in 1950s New York. It was the Best Picture winner for 1961, and yeah, I actually think this is the first time I've watched it all the way through, because I had this on DVD, but I think I only used to just watch the songs because I love the music, like, you know, the songs in this, because, you know, my favourite ones are like the Tonight Quintet, G Officer Krupke, America. Yeah, it's just a really good story, and yeah, I've finally watched it all the way through, so but yeah, it's yeah, can't really say too much else about it really, but yeah, I like this. So I mean, it's a you know, a classic musical, so yeah, but West Side Story. And then I watched Resident Evil Retribution, the 5th one in the series. You know, it was okay, because I know a lot of people didn't like this one, but, you know, I thought it was, you know, if you want to kill a couple of hours, it's a fun way to do it, because I believe they're doing one more after this one, because where it ended, it definitely left it open for a 6th movie, but, yeah, I mean, there was nothing too special about it, just, you know, Mila Djokovic kicking ass, which is basically what she does in all of these movies, but, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, so it's Resident Evil Retribution, and I finally finished off the Oceans trilogy. So I watched Oceans 11 like in May last year, and I've only just gotten around to watching 12 and 13. My order basically goes 11, 12, then 13, which I think is the same for a lot of people, like most people, because like I actually really enjoyed Oceans 11, and then I watched Oceans 12, and while I enjoyed it, it was like, you know, nowhere near as good as the first one. But then I watched Oceans 13, and I was like, and then I was actually kind of getting a bit bored during it when I was watching it. I actually only just finished watching it, and yeah, it just didn't really have my attention like the other two had. And I know I've heard people say to just bypass 13 altogether, but since, you know, I've got it in my collection, I wanted to watch it. But I don't think, you know, I'll be like, you know, revisiting the series like, you know, anytime soon. I think if I were to watch one, it would be 11. Like, I would just watch that on its own, and without having to feel the need to watch 12 or 13. But I mean, you know, it's got, you know, a great cast. You've got Brad Pitt, you've got George Clooney, Matt Damon. Even though, I'll be honest, the main reason I didn't want to actually check these out was because Scott Caan has a small role in these films, and he plays Denny in Hawaii Five-O at the moment, so yeah, it was pretty interesting seeing him in that, but like him in this, but yeah, yeah, that's basically all I really want to say about these movies. Just yeah, finally watched them, and yeah, so that's the Oceans trilogy. And then I watched one of my DVDs, and I watched The Pirate with Judy Garland and Gene Kelly, because it's been one I've been wanting to watch for ages. I've actually had this in my collection for a couple of years as well, because I believe I got this in the Boxing Day sales, Christmas 2011, so yeah, but you know, it's, you know, yeah, Judy Garland, Gene Kelly, can't really go wrong. It's, yeah, a lot of fun. Because it's basically, the main reason I wanted to watch this was it's got the song Be a Clown, and I love that song, and it's because it's on the Wizard of Oz soundtrack that I've got, so yeah, I've been wanting to track this down for a while, and yeah, glad I've watched it. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun, and yeah, it's yeah, you know, crazy. Yeah, it's crazy fun, and yeah, it's basically, yeah, a fun, yeah, a lot of fun. That's basically all I could say. So So yeah, that's The Pirate. And I've only saw one movie at the cinema this past week because there's really the only other movie that I haven't seen that's out at the moment at my local cinema is movie 43, and I don't really have any desire to see that. So but because in the next couple of weeks there's like 4 movies each week that I want to try and get to see, so it'll be busy, and so I just thought, you know what, I'll take a bit of a breather this week. And I watched Safe Haven, you know, because I was just like, well, it's Valentine, again, like along the Valentine's Day theme, I'll go see a mushy romantic movie. I wasn't expecting much, and, you know, that's basically all that this movie is. It's, you know, nothing too special. I actually think the best part about this movie was Kobe Smulders. She was pretty good in this, and if you read the thing how they said, oh, there's a crazy twist at the end, there is a crazy twist. I won't spoil it in case for whatever reason you want to go check this out. But because the session that I was at, they were having sound difficulties like for the first 20 minutes. It was basically, you could hear the background noise, but you couldn't hear the actors talking, and then it would go soft and loud and soft, and then no sound at all. Honestly, I don't think I missed out on anything in those first 20 minutes. I will say the trailer is actually a bit, it gives you the wrong idea about what you think the story is going to be about. It's nothing how the trailer suggests, and because I ended up giving this like a 6.5 out of 10, so like I didn't hate it, didn't love it, but because I probably won't be watching this again anytime soon, but you know, to try and see different types of movies that I normally wouldn't, so I saw, yeah, that's why basically I went to see Safe Haven, so yeah. And that is it for my weekly reviews for this week. So yeah, I don't think there's really anything else, because I mean, I'm obviously still doing the movie for every year in your life, but I won't be doing that this week because I've decided I'm just going to do it every 2 weeks. So it'll be not this week, the week after, and then obviously I'll still be doing next week's film reviews because yeah, hope if I manage to stay on track, next week's film reviews will be quite big. So and then obviously at the end of February there'll be my monthly DVD Blu-ray update, but I've got to wait till the end of February because there's like 4 releases coming out on the 27th that I want to try and pick up. So but yeah, so that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.